I'm Robert. I own Coffee Memphis. It's a small coffee roastery in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, it's actually in Shelby County. And I'm going to show you my setup. So you're looking at a total of 3 Behmor 1600s. They'll roast a pound of coffee at a time, and I've pushed them roasting a full pound to get all the way into second crack plus 15 seconds or more sometimes. I've tried to make everything have a linear flow so we're not walking back and forth. When we first started doing this as a real business, it was terrible. The amount of time that we spent just wasting our time walking back and forth between stuff, it was terrible. We wasted a lot of time. Our flow is designed to progress from left to right. Most of the roasting happens on the left, and as each batch comes out of the roaster, we'll put it into one of these food safe 5-gallon buckets. These have gamma seal lids. They're food safe, and it spins off by hand, so it's really easy to use. The table here is our processing station. This is where we stack all of our stuff as we're working through it from left to right. We try to keep things pretty consistent, so we'll roast all the coffee all at once, finish the coffee roasting operation, and then we'll move on to the labeling and bagging. We've tried doing the different operations all at the same time just to kind of speed things up, and it ends up being chaos. We're working over each other, the kids are coming in here messing around with stuff, and I get overwhelmed when there's a bunch of things going on and I can't concentrate on making my coffee roast times, because these roasters will time out and they will destroy what you're roasting, and you can't recover it if you're not on top of the roasters. This is the exhaust duct system we put in to take care of a lot of the smoke. I'm using 6-inch single wall duct. It's not connected to the roaster. If you look under this upper cabinet, that's where my ductwork comes out, and it just kind of collects the fumes and brings them out. I mean, it will take out all the fumes and all the smoke, and basically all you have is a little bit of a smell from roasting the coffee. So right here I've got a pretty awesome and very powerful, it's a Grizzly, I think it's a 1 horsepower blower. I originally bought it to use for woodworking. We're doing the labels in the bags before we start bagging anything. It's a lot easier to get flat labels. If you label after the bag is filled, you'll get wrinkles all over your labels. So from there, we dump them into the machine. This machine is a really big time saver. It's fantastic. I love it. I wasn't even looking for one of these. This is called a particle dispenser. It'll vibrate your coffee down into the chute, weigh it out exactly how much you want within a couple of grams, and then you hit the dump button and it dumps all at once. Very quick. You can lose a lot of coffee beans fast if you're not careful. So from there, we have our impulse sealer on top, and I'm just experimenting with the flow of things. You can just reach right up, use the impulse sealer, and your bag is ready to go. Now that everything is dispensed, labeled, bagged, and sealed, that's it. The only thing left we have to do is grind a few of them. This is just a small personal grinder that I've been using. It works, but it's really slow, and it's absolutely the bottleneck in our operation. So we easily spend an extra 30 minutes grinding. That's a real bottleneck for us, and I think it's a bottleneck for a lot of places. The technical side of roasting coffee is pretty easy. I've been doing it for years now, but this is more of a transition into, hey, the technical side's cool, but how can we integrate the technical side into getting this to as many people as possible? So it is entirely possible to run a good coffee roasting company off of these smaller roasters. It's more work, but you can definitely do it. So that's how we do it.